And I want to actually walk you through the marketing strategy that's been working not only for us as a company over the past year and a half, 2 years, but has been working for a lot of our members. Who here doing native advertising or promoting blog posts as we've been teaching have been able to generate commissions? Well, I'm super pumped, super excited. Interesting thing happened on the way to this event. We dealt with a lot of challenges. This event almost literally didn't happen. Had to pull some rabbits out of our hats to make this possible. And so I was able to get everything done we needed to get done for this event except put together my presentation. And so I quickly put together some title slides, meaning just to keep me on track, because I tend to kind of go off and get off track. So these slides are mainly to keep me on track. But I'm going to be doing a whiteboard session today, primarily because of a lot of things I observed at the workshop, but also for those of you who are coming here and brand new, did not attend the workshop, but need some context about what we teach about the Elite Marketing Pro community and what we're about. So about 50 to 60% of you are probably in the direct sales, network marketing niche. A lot of affiliate marketers in this room as well, info marketers. And I want to actually walk you through the marketing strategy that's been working not only for us as a company over the past year and a half, 2 years, but has been working for a lot of our members. Who here doing native advertising or promoting blog posts as we've been teaching have been able to generate commissions? Look at that. That's freaking awesome. Yeah, absolutely. Give them a round of applause. And they deserve it because all they did was took action. They followed instructions as we teach inside our system. And this thing's kind of rocking. I feel like it's going to like implode right now. So I want to actually do a review of that strategy and put it in context, because some of you guys have been deploying it, gotten great results, but there's actually something else you need to know as it relates to scaling. How do you scale beyond just making a few $1,000s a month? It's great that out of the gate, many of you are already doing that, but how do you actually scale? So that's what I want to do. First of all, I'm going to draw the funnel. This is a little bit of review from our workshop, but it's important. All right, I already know black doesn't work. Some of you at the workshop. I was trying to write, it was an invisible funnel. All right, so the traditional funnel with direct response online advertising goes like this. So you have your capture page. You guys, let me actually write this outside. So you have your capture page, lead capture page. We learned during the workshops about writing headlines, right? You know, what's the big benefit you're offering somebody in exchange for their contact information? And then you have your call to action, which pretty much tells them what to do to get that big benefit, whether it's going to be a video that tells them how to get more traffic and leads for their internet marketing business, or whether you're teaching prospecting and recruiting strategies for network marketers, or whether you're teaching whatever, weight loss tips or whatever it might be. So here you're exchanging information for information. That's pretty much what's happening. It is a transaction. There is a value exchange. You can ask for the name, email, and possibly even the phone number, depending if you're going to be actually calling leads. Those of you in the network marketing direct sales space or in high-ticket selling, you definitely want to capture phone numbers. So one thing I want to say for you networkers in the audience, internet marketing does not absolve you from learning real, tried, true, and tested network marketing skill sets. You still got to learn how to talk to people. What we've done in our community is solve the biggest problem in the space, which is finding prospects. So what would you rather do? Set up an ad on social media or to different ad networks and have a prospect send you their information, or do you want to prospect on Walmart? Which one? You guys tell me. Yeah, automated, right? But you still got to talk to people. You still got to form that relationship. After that, you can, I mean, we taught you guys in the workshop, you know, if you're promoting an affiliate offer, you can have a thank you page of some kind to introduce yourself. But normally, if you have your own offer, you're going to basically present an offer right here. So this is the offer, O for offer. So this is a video presentation or a sales video or a sales letter. Those of you who are in our funnel with Attraction Marketing Formula, you see it's a sales letter. Or if you bought some of our other products, you see it's a sales video. Whatever it is, it's intended to offer something that's of relatively low price in exchange for greater value than what they initially opted in. So for us, this is about approximately like $27. And as you will find out, and as I will cover in this presentation, you know, you can choose to make more offers after that. But the cool thing here is that over here there's traffic, but I'll cover that in 1 second. So you can capture, basically you have their contact information here. You can follow up with them. You have the contact information of people that actually gave you money, which is a much higher quality prospect. And those people you definitely want to talk to. And so in our AMF funnel, what are we attracting? We're attracting other people in the direct sales or network marketing space, right? So you're going to be attracting people that are happy in what they're doing. You're going to be attracting people that are disgruntled with what they're doing and maybe open to something else. And you're going to be attracting people that are looking for something and curious about what this online stuff is. So that's why you need to call and follow up to sort them. Now, with EMP, immediately after, if you're promoting one of our funnels, but if you're not promoting one of our funnels, imagine this is one of your funnels, one of your sales processes. We make a one-time offer, OTO. Here it's you're going to get a $270 commission. So the commission over here, even though it's a $27 sale, is actually $24. So I'll put it in terms of what you earn. So conversion rate from here to here is about 20%, meaning 1 out of every 5 customers that buy here will buy this, which we did the math earlier in the workshop. Turns out for every 5 customers you generate, you get 1 of these EMP sales, right? And that pretty much funds your marketing. Previously, a few years ago, not too long ago, what we were doing is basically driving some sort of traffic source. PPC, through Google, even Facebook, driving it directly to a capture page. And on our capture page, we were getting a conversion of about 40%. So 40%, 100 clicks, 40 leads, not bad, right? The problem is those leads weren't very high quality. In a very noisy space, the leads weren't very high quality. So here, here for the offer, the conversion rate would be what? Between 2 to 5%. So 2 to 5%, more like closer to 3%. So 3% conversion. So that's kind of a really huge drop from here. And so what happened, and something that happened almost by accident, you guys know the story, some of you, when I decided to just promote a blog post that eventually led to this, is that when I promoted that blog post, I started generating sales almost by accident. I didn't know what was going on. I was like, I didn't know where the sales were coming from, and then 2 days later, I kind of, it clicked in my head. I was like, oh, maybe they're coming from the blog post. So what I accidentally did was essentially, I put a piece of content in between the traffic and the lead capture page. So there's compelling content. There was a call to action at the end of that content, sidebar. I want to make sure I have plenty of time. So call to action, there was a banner down here and a call to action up here that basically led people to opt in for our 10-day online recruiting bootcamp, right, for this particular funnel. We have internet marketing funnels and blogging funnels, but this is one of our best converting ones. And so what happened here was from traffic to lead, the conversion dropped to about 15%, but sales went way up. What actually happened was instead of having a 3% conversion on our sales letter, we were having a 15% conversion on our sales letter with the exact same offer. So 15% buyers, so 15, and that's what ultimately resulted in these numbers. And pretty much the cost to generate a sale for me was about $20, and I was pretty much doubling, tripling my money. every single time. Now, what's cool about our Elite Marketing Pro system is that there's more stuff that happens, obviously. And so, where did I leave my clicker? There it goes. Oh, actually, I'll get to that in a second. So, obviously there's more offers. I'm going to talk about Elite Marketing Pro and the funnels we've put together and something really cool that's happening. But the point here is, I taught this to a lot of you guys over the past year, and you guys started getting some pretty awesome results, right? And it was stupid simple. You're promoting content. We gave you the content. I would write I'm not a blogger. I don't write, blogs every single day. I'm not a video guy. I don't like putting together video. But I can put together one piece of really badass content a month. And that's pretty much what I did, and I just gave it to you guys to promote, as well as for myself. And this has led to a resurgence of our community. Results for you guys, money in your pocket. And I checked all our top 10 top earners in our system inside Elite Marketing Pro. 9 out of 10 of them are using some version of this strategy, leading with content and taking people into the funnel. What the content does is it builds that relationship. Now, beyond doing, what I've taught you guys is basically targeting, active, engaged audiences. We've talked about the Eric Worre audiences and other audiences. So this works great with audiences that are highly engaged. They're highly engaged and active buyers. So if you're targeting audiences on Facebook, you can use Facebook Insights to look at different communities' fan pages and know, how engaged is the audience, how actively are they commenting, sharing content, etc. And also, you got to know a little bit about the community that you're targeting, the audience. Are they active buyers? Is there stuff that they're already buying, being a part of that community, whether they're following a company or some sort of guru? It works great. But not all audiences are like this. If you go broader and start targeting, say, network marketing companies or other network marketing interests for this particular funnel, or direct sales, or even if you want to go for Robert Kiyosaki or John Maxwell, whatever, who have an overlap with the networking space but aren't exclusive, how do you go after those folks? You guys have any idea? Because this funnel, as it is, won't convert too well with those audiences. So does anyone have an idea how you go after those other people? A little bit, leverage. All right. That's really close. So what you have to do, and I'm not going to go into how to build audiences on Facebook, because you'll get plenty of that throughout the weekend. I'm kind of just giving you an overview. What you have to do is you have to extract the best buyers, the most engaged type of people, out of an audience that generally is not very engaged. So what you want to actually do, if you haven't done so already, and during the workshop somebody asked, well, what's the freaking point of doing a likes campaign? Well, the point of doing a likes campaign is so that you can build your own audience, but it's how you do that likes campaign that matters. The copy in that likes campaign, and I'm sure it will be covered during this weekend, has to basically allow people to identify themselves as somebody that can use your content. So you want to have always active like, or if you're on Twitter, active follower campaigns. And these ads have to basically be phrased in a question. In the network marketing space, how would you like more prospects and leads, or how would you like more prospects and recruit more people for your network marketing business using the internet? It phrased in a question, something along those lines. When you ask them and they say yes, and you tell them to press like to get free daily tips or whatever, then they identify themselves, and you've pretty much just extracted somebody who's engaged, somebody who is interested, and made them one of your followers on Facebook, Twitter, or wherever. Same idea on any network you're at. So you've taken a general audience, you use language that they can resonate with, and describe a benefit that they get as a result of following you on Facebook. You extract it, and then you build a relationship with them. You provide content, value, and you guys notice in EMP we launched a content strategy recently where we're posting daily videos. We're posting actually four different pieces of content a day on Facebook. It's because we've actually deployed this strategy with the help of Vince consulting with us. And this is how you do it. This is how you go into the more general audiences, the ones that aren't as engaged. This is how you can go after like an Herbalife audience, because Herbalife they have distributors, but they also have a lot of customers, people that are into fitness and health and all that stuff. Those people, although are great for another niche, they're not great for what we're doing here. So how do you extract the people that you want without having to waste money on the other folks? And you do that by running a likes campaign that allows them to identify themselves. Does that make sense? Yes. Is that clear? Yes. Awesome. So that's pretty much how you scale, how you move on into broader audiences. This strategy here, targeting easy audiences that are highly engaged and active buyers of somebody already, will only get you so far. It'll get you great results. You can generate a six-figure income doing this. But I'm assuming everyone here has much bigger goals than just six figures, right? Yes. Awesome. So this is pretty much how you go after broader audiences. You have to build your own audience and provide them content and value. So that is it, guys. I am super excited about what we've been able to accomplish this past year. Have you guys noticed, who was here last year? Have you guys noticed a kind of like a huge shift upward in energy and connection from previous year to this year? Yeah. I have. And so I am super proud of that. And that's a byproduct of some serious work that we've been doing on our side to make this community as awesome as possible, not just from the analytics or metrics or conversion standpoint, but making sure that we're looking out for each other. And so I encourage you guys, some of you who are at the workshop, I know some of that work was a little rough at times. And if you don't think you can push through tonight to finish that work and get your ads launched, then please ask for help. Ask somebody here. And be courageous in that way, because I want everyone in this room that was part of that workshop, producing results by the end of this event. Is that a deal? Awesome, guys. Thank you so much for a free 10-day online recruiting bootcamp to dive deep into rejection-free sponsoring methods using the internet. Click the link above or go directly to elitemarketingpro.com/go. I'll see you there.